Hi, Gemini. This is Eileen with your February 2019 Psychic Tarot card reading. And we're starting the month of February with the Seven of Wands card. And the wands typically do relate to the area of work, action, movement. They relate to the fire signs. And so the Seven of Wands indicates that possibly some of you in the workplace in February might be finding a need to defend your position, defend where you're coming from, and just stand up for yourself and speak up for yourself because there might be opposing viewpoints or people trying to challenge you in one way or another. I do feel like you're in the stronger position, to tell the truth. And now this is a general reading, so some of these cards will relate to some people while other cards relate for others. And if I'm doing a private reading, then I'm just focusing in on that person's circumstances. And also I am tuning in on a psychic level as well as reading the meanings of the cards. But it is showing that a number of you might feel, but again, I feel like you're in the strong position. That's what I'm feeling like. And I'm feeling that some people around you, and this could be in the workplace. Now, for some of you, it might be outside of the workplace. It might be a family situation going on where you've got family members saying, well, I think you should do this or that or whatever. And you're saying, no, I'm doing it this way. Or, it's kind of like you're firm in your position of what you're going to do or you're not going to do. And in the workplace, the same thing. I do feel like the people who will be challenging you, if you have this influence in your life, because it is a general reading, everybody won't have this. If you are in this position, that the people who are challenging you, they don't feel realistically like they're going to get their way. It's almost a feeling of frustration because they do feel like you're in the stronger position and they really can't do too much about it. That's what I'm getting here. So, okay. And then the next card we have is the Ten of Pentacles. And this is a really nice card, the Ten of Pentacles, because this is talking about lots of success and prosperity and happiness in your home, that things are going well, getting rewarded for all of your hard work. Now, again, it's a general reading, so everybody won't feel like they're having all this prosperity in their lives in February, but a number of you Geminis will, and you'll be very pleased. Now, for the most part, I feel like this does have to do with working hard. Some of you have been working and just making your plans and setting your goals and just moving forward, and you're reaping the rewards. You're getting what you should be getting, and you're feeling good about it and feeling strong and confident, and you're pleased. But I'm also feeling for somebody, I don't know if this is one person I'm tuning in for or a few, that there's going to be some surprise element about receiving money, or maybe something that's worth money. But I feel money almost like, maybe, let's say if some of you are in the business of sales and making commissions, or you're self-employed or something like that, maybe some extra business might fall into your lap, that's going to please you a lot. Something you really were not truly expecting. It's almost like something you thought, oh, that would be nice, if that happened or if I got that. But you weren't really counting on it. You weren't really looking for it. And it just comes your way. It just falls into your lap. So this might just be one or two people or a few I'm tuning in for that have a surprise element here. But I am getting that. And I don't often get that with this card. A lot of times I'm just feeling like overall it's the, enjoying your success and everything after a lot of work that you've done and putting the time in and everything. But I am getting for someone, maybe this is one or a few people, there's some surprise here. And it's a very nice surprise because it's something of value to you. It's either money or something else that's valuable. And it's a very pleasant surprise. So, I always encourage people, if you're not in this position of feeling prosperous and feeling like, yeah, I'm making money, I'm doing well, whatever, and I'm happy about it, and things are going well in my home and my business, learn about the law of attraction and start using the laws of attraction to your advantage, because the more you feel prosperous and the more you have an intention of creating prosperity and success in your life, where that's just the way it is, not I hope, I wish, but that's how it is. That's the way it's going to be. That's the way it is, because I'm radiating out that energy. I'm attracting success and prosperity, and I'm in a strong, confident position. The more you give yourself those kind of good that kind of good feedback. It's like you help the universe to help you. And so it attracts a lot of good to you. So I feel like a lot of you Geminis are doing this already. You've already been doing this, whether you're consciously thinking of it or not. And then others might be feeling, hey, I'm not in that place. I wish I was. And for those of you who feel like, I wish that was me, start acting and feeling like it is you. Because once you start doing that, it's like the universe responds accordingly. If you're saying I'm broke, I'm in a bad situation, the universe says, okay, more of that. If you say I'm prosperous, I have a lot of money, I have everything I need coming to me, I'm doing well, I'm happy, I have a lot to be grateful for, the universe says, okay, let's give you more of that. So you have to get on the right path in your thinking so you can also be like the other Geminis that are already doing this. Next card we have is the Four of Cups. And the cups do relate to the water signs of Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, and they relate to feelings and love and emotions, all that sort of thing. And the Four of Cups is talking about that some of you Geminis in February might be feeling kind of casual about. It could be in the romance department. You might feel like, oh, there's different people around me, but none of them are the right ones. There's nobody special. What's the use? And so you're really not paying too much attention. And it could also work in the case of a job situation or some other financial opportunity. So even though the cups typically do relate to work and feelings, to love and feelings and emotions, it could also relate to some financial opportunity or something that you would love to have. So the message here with the Four of Cups is, don't just take it for granted that there's nothing going on right now, that it's a slow period in your life, whether it's for your love life or business or whatever, because there could be a very nice opportunity that's placed in front of you. And if you're feeling too complacent and bored, you might let it slip by, and you don't want that to happen. You see how the big goblet is being offered to this person who's just leaning against a tree and kind of bored. And like, oh, there's nothing going on. And here there's a hand coming out of the sky offering this giant goblet that's filled with something good, we expect. And so, pay attention, be alert, be receptive, expect good things to come to you. I do feel like I'm tuning in for at least one person where this has to do with your love life. This could be male or female. This might be a couple of people. I'm getting different scenarios. I'm feeling like there's a few people that are in this position. One might be a male Gemini who's feeling kind of bored, like, there's no one I'm attracted to around here. And there's a very attractive female who's interested in you, and you're just like, oh, you can't really be interested in me, right? It's almost like you don't believe it, or you think, what's the catch, or something like that. And I feel like also there could be a female Gemini who's doing the same thing, just feeling like, oh, there's nobody good for me around here. And then there's this really nice man who's trying to get your attention and making an offer of something in the way of love or affection to you. And you have the same philosophy, like, oh, what's the catch? This must be too good to be true. And I mean, a lot of times things are too good to be true, but not always. So just be open, be receptive. If you're single, if you would like to meet someone special, some of you might actually have someone just come in out of nowhere, okay, that just shows up on the scene, and all of a sudden they're around you. But it was somebody who may have not been around you in the past. It might just be somebody new that's all of a sudden around you. Maybe they just moved in from another area, or something. I'm not sure. I'm just kind of tuning up. May have been just a couple of people I was tuning in for. But that is the general message for that card anyway, is that you could let something good pass you by. That could be for any Gemini. Please pay attention, because there might be some good opportunities coming your way and you don't want to miss them. Next card we have is the Page of Swords. And the swords do relate to the air signs of Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. The Page of Swords a lot of times will be talking about possibly getting a little bit of disappointing news. Excuse me. If it is, it's nothing that major, I don't feel like. But I'm getting more so something about a person who can be a little deceitful, somebody who's kind of sneaky and doesn't, they're kind of, I got to get a drink of my water here. Excuse me. I feel like some of you might have this Page of Swords around you as a person in February, and it's someone you really can't trust. I don't feel like you give this person that much of your attention anyway, but they sure notice you. They're very aware of you. And it could be another air sign. It might be another Gemini, an Aquarius, a Libra. I'm not sure, because it is the swords, which do relate to the air signs, or it just might be someone who's got a lot of that in their chart too. But I feel like they're very jealous of you. And this person's kind of gossipy also. They're just not sincere. They've just, I feel like, and it's not just you, I feel like this person, they're always jealous or resentful of somebody. That's what I feel like. They have a lot of insecurities, this person, deep inside. They're very insecure. They come across like they have it together. They like to really give the impression that they have it going on, like they're really together and they don't need, they're confident and they don't need to be jealous of anybody. But this person really has a lot of insecurities, and they look at you like somehow you're doing better than them, or maybe you're better looking than they are, or something. Whatever it is, they don't like it, and so they want to talk behind your back or have negative thoughts towards you, or possibly even make up lies about you. They can't really do you any harm, okay? They're more of an annoyance than anything. And I feel like you kind of have a little feeling about that person anyway, for whoever it is of you Geminis that have this person around you in February, because like I said, every card won't relate to every person. So I feel like you already don't really feel like this is somebody you want to get too close to. So yeah, listen to your intuition if you get feelings like that about anyone, because you don't want to be confiding any of your private life to them or any other such thing, because you can't trust them. They'll go talk behind your back. If it's somebody at work, you don't want to say anything to them you wouldn't say to everybody at work, because otherwise they'll twist it around and they'll make you look bad behind your back. So it's someone not to be trusted. But I already feel like a lot of you Geminis kind of might recognize this person if they're around you. Okay, so it's almost like you know better anyway. Now, the next card we have is the Ace of Wands, and the Wands do relate to the fire signs of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and once again, they do typically relate to work and action and progress. So for a lot of you Geminis in February, you might have some new project going on. Some of you might get a new job, you might get promoted, you might be transferring. Some of you might be self-employed or just now starting a new business. I'm getting someone just moving forward, maybe in some kind of management position or something, or maybe it's a self-employed. Whatever it is, it feels good. It feels very strong, like a good position where the money's going to be good. Feels like you already have it or you're getting it in February. Whatever it is, you're fully qualified. You may have already been doing a lot of that work anyway, but now you're getting more money for it. You're getting recognized for it. You might possibly be either going to a different department from where you are now or going to a different building or a different city. I'm not sure. It just feels like progress and you're pleased with it. This is just what you want and you're ready for it. You're just going with it, That might be one person I'm tuning in for about that. but I'm feeling for different people, because I get different scenarios going on here for different people, that this could mean some kind of a new project in the way of a business. It could be an ongoing business, that things are just getting better now. Some of you might have some partnership going on with someone, and the two of you are working together really well, and you're making things happen. You're bringing in the business. Things are going well. It's going strong. I'm just getting the strength from this card. So like I said, I'm getting different scenarios for different people. And for some Geminis, it might just mean you've got a new job you feel really good about, because you know the money's going to be better than where you were, or something. It's like you're ready to go. You're prepared. You've got it all together, and you're going forward with it. It's like you're taking the ball and running with it. Nobody's holding you back. So this feels really good. And again, if you're not in some kind of situation like this and you're feeling like things are really difficult for you, just start learning about the laws of attraction, because I feel like a lot of the people who are going to have these good results going on, they're already having the intention to create the life they want. They are working and saying, I'm going for it. I'm going to have what I want. I don't mind working for it. I'm used to working hard anyway, and they're just doing it. So you just got to have that strong intention and make your plans and just keep going one step at a time. Okay, and then when you see these opportunities come your way, it's like you're ready to grab them. So, which I'm feeling like a number of Geminis are going to be in that place in February. Next card we have is the Lover's card, and this is a major arcana card, a destiny card. The Lover's card is about making choices. Now, for some of you, choices about something or someone that you might be passionate about. Sometimes it's even about a business you have a lot of passion for, making a choice about that. So some of you might be making choices whether to stay in a current relationship or to start a new relationship with someone you're just meeting. I feel like someone I'm tuning in for, that you've already been involved with someone, and this person really wants to make it long term with you. But you don't know if that's who you want to spend your life with. It's like you enjoy being with them, but you kind of feel like there's somebody better for you out there. I tend to feel like you're right. There is somebody else out there for you. It's like you're not as compatible. It's like your energies are not, I don't know, coming together the way as much as they could be. It's like you want somebody you really fit perfectly with, that is just a really good match for you. And I feel like you will have that. That's what I'm feeling like. So I tend to believe you're on the right track and having doubts about the current relationship, even though it might be fairly good. I tend to believe there is somebody else that's really going to be radiating a lot of the same energy you are. So you two would be a much more perfect match for a lot of happiness. I mean, that sounds specific for one person I'm tuning in for there. But others of you might be deciding whether to continue a relationship you're in. Some of you might be meeting somebody new that you're attracted to, or especially who's real attracted to you. That's what I'm getting. Some of you might meet somebody who's very drawn to you, and you're not real sure how much. It's like you think, well, they're nice. Yeah, they're nice looking, seem like a nice person, but you're not real sold on them, but they're going to really be wanting to pursue you. I'm getting some of that going on for some Geminis in February. And then for some of you, this might be whether or not to pursue a particular business that you're passionate about, or a type of work, or maybe something artistic and creative, that maybe your day-to-day reality has caused you to push aside some things that you've been maybe some creativity or some other little business you've had on the side or wanted to start, or maybe some of you have already started it, but you haven't been able to put as much time into it as you would like because of maybe you've got a full-time job and other responsibilities. Maybe you go to school, go to work, and things like that. So it's all about choices. But, I mean, really go with what's in your heart and soul. Weigh things out. Get all your information so you make the best choice possible for yourself. Okay, next card we have is the Page of Wands. And again, Wands relating to the area of work and progress. Page of Wands is talking about maybe some of you might get some good news about work, about money coming in, work, something improving for you. It could be academic for some of you. Yeah, some Geminis might be applying for a new job somewhere, maybe for a promotion or a transfer, and then someone's going to let you know, okay, yeah, it's yours, just like that. It's almost like you're how shall I say this? You're hoping you'll get it. You're expecting, oh, there's probably a lot of other people who want this too. And then someone's just going to casually say to you, okay, it's yours, just like it's no big deal. It's yours, and you're going to there's going to be some surprise for you. It's almost going to be a little surprising. Like you were thinking the competition was extra tough, but apparently you were tough competition for them as well. So let's see what else I'm getting here. Now, for some of you, this Page of Wands could be a person around you. Now, the pages typically are kind of young. They might be like in their 20s or something. So for those Geminis who are single in their 20s or around that age, you might meet someone new. They could be a fire sign, since the wands relate to the fire signs like Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, or they might have a lot of that in their chart too. Nice looking person, not coming across too aggressive, they're being confident and everything and somewhat assertive, but not being pushy, just being pleasant. This could be someone, if some of you are students at college or somewhere, it could be another student that's around you who wants to get to know you better. For others, it could be in your workplace or maybe wherever you socialize with your friends or whatever, that you would meet this person. They want to get to know you. They're looking at you in a more romantic sense, but they're not going to act like it right away, I don't think. I feel like they just want to take one step at a time and just kind of get acquainted, kind of like acquaintance friends first, and see if that goes along. They don't want to scare you off. That's what I'm getting. So that might be specific for one. That might be a few of you who have this person. So if you're like single in your 20s, on the lookout, just be receptive, because there could be somebody very nice that's going to be around you. Because I do feel, and I feel like this is a nice looking person. They're pretty honest. They're just a nice person. Okay. Next card we have is the Five of Swords. This is not a very nice person. Five of Swords is talking about someone who could be very deceitful, very dishonest, sneaky, very selfish. It's all about what they want for themselves. And they don't mind cheating or stealing or lying. They don't care. This is how this person lives their life. They've been doing this for years upon years. But I feel like for some of you, this could be someone you've been in like a romantic relationship with. And in the beginning, they were putting on a good show, and maybe you were buying into it. They looked good, they acted good. And little by little, you started noticing the cracks in the surface there, that they're not being honest. They're not the sincere, good person they were pretending to be. And all of a sudden, you're feeling like something's being taken from you, like they've cheated you in one way or another. And it's really, they don't care. It's all about them winning something, them getting more for themselves somehow. For some of you, this could even be in the work area, in a business environment. This could be somebody in the workplace who's been very sneaky and deceptive behind your back, possibly even going to the manager or somebody at your work and saying things about you that are not true, making you look bad, to try to elevate themselves somehow, to make themselves look better somehow, or feel like they're in a stronger position. There's some ego thing going on with this person. I feel like they may not stay a long time in one place necessarily, like they because or stay a long time in a relationship so much, because they start after a while goes by, people start seeing them, what they're really about. So it's like they feel like, oh, it's time to move on now. It's like they don't want to admit to being dishonest, sneaky, stealing, lying, whatever they're doing. So they'd rather go on to some other situation or another person or whatever once they're being discovered and found out. That's what I feel like. Also, for some of you Geminis, you want to be careful, even if you're just hiring someone like a handyman or somebody to come and do work at your home or whatever. Don't be turning your back on people that you don't know who might be in your home or anything like that. Be cautious, because now again, not everyone will have this Five of Swords energy around them in February, but for those of you who do, really be very aware, pay attention if you don't know somebody really well. And make sure they're not trying to take advantage of you. Or even if you're hiring somebody to do some work or anything like that, pay close attention. And if something feels off or you get an uncomfortable feeling under your skin, that's your intuition giving you little red flags to back off and be careful. Yeah, because you can't win with this person. That's what I'm getting. There's nothing good to be gotten from this person. So you better off not having them around you if possible. The next card we have is the Hierophant, and this is another major arcana destiny card. And the Hierophant is about the organized religions or even other big bureaucracies of one kind or another, like schools and government buildings and government institutions and whatever. But also it's about spirituality as well. And I feel like for a lot of you Geminis, you've been developing your spirituality, but you're also still very aware of whatever religion you may have grown up in. And that might, for some of you, that might still be a big part of your lives even. Yeah, because I'm feeling this could be, I might just be tuning in for a few people, that your families are still strong in the religious, your organized religion, whichever religion you grew up in. I mean, I grew up Catholic at the Catholic school with the nuns and all that. So others of you would have some other type of religion or whatever you grew up in. So, and your family members might still be more holding on to the traditional religion. And so you might still be involved in it a little bit also, but at the same time developing your own spirituality and your own philosophy. So you're kind of doing a little bit of a balancing act to find a good compromise there, a way to blend them that makes sense to you. And for some of you, you may have just, no offense, but, just going and doing your own way, maybe on a more spiritual basis, living your life that way instead of participating in any organized religion. I mean, that's what I do. I'm not really involved in any organized religions, even though I grew up in that kind of environment. So, everybody's got to make up their own mind and listen to your own heart and soul, what feels right to you. But, and then for some of you, you might even be consulting with someone who's possibly a religious leader or some other person that you feel would be a good person if you're seeking guidance or advice or something like that. Somebody you think of as a wise person or whatever who might be able to pass along some kind of good advice or information for you. Yeah, so, and for a number of you, it's all about developing your own spirituality more and more nowadays. Some of you might be meditating and doing things like that just to build your own spirituality and your own sense of self. Okay, and then the last card we have is the Three of Pentacles. And another good pentacle card, all about making money and making progress, moving forward. So for a number of you Geminis, you're doing some kind of work that you're really good at. And you're making good progress at this, and you feel good about it. I feel like whoever this is, however many of you, that you have a good balance. You're really, you know your work really well. And so you're really comfortable doing whatever job you're doing, whatever it is, and you're making money, and you feel good, you're feeling confident about the work you're doing, the money you're making, but you've got still a lot further to go to accomplish your dreams, your goals, but you're working at it. You're very, it's like you're on your path. You're moving in that direction. Yeah, you've got some good cards for like the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles. You do have some good cards for forward movement in business and work and money-making abilities, being focused on what you want, going after it. Some of you might be feeling like, yes, I am off to a good start, but can I really continue it? Or is it going to fall apart because I've had bad times in the past? Don't even think about the bad times in the past. Feel like, yes, this is my new world. I'm moving forward with this. I'm going to keep building upon what I have. so I can get myself to that 10 of Pentacles that some people are already enjoying. Because you have so much good energy here. And the Ace of Wands, I get really strong energy for just moving forward on your plans, your goals, whatever money-making activities that you're interested in. So yeah, you've got some good cards here. Okay, now this deck I've been using, this is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. And what I want to do now is pick one card from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins by Doreen Virtue. And if you like my videos, be sure and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, so you'll get notifications when I post new videos. If you have subscribed already, I thank you for your subscriptions. Be sure and check for your rising and moon signs. Also, you might find some messages in those videos that resonate for you. And feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. So what's the message for Gemini for February 2019? Gemini. What's the message for Gemini for February 2019? Okay, I'm going to give it another shuffle and then fan out the cards. What's the message from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins for Gemini for February 2019? Let me fan them out. Okay. This one says break free. There's a dolphin jumping out of the water. Oh. Okay. I'm an animal, sea creature, nature lover, and just the words break free and a picture of a dolphin, it just reminded me of bad things that happen to dolphins in different countries and different areas that capture them for food and for those aquarium places. And it's like when I saw break free and saw the picture of a dolphin, that's my wish for all of them to break free and just be free and be happy. Okay, let's see what the message is. Let me get that where it's more clear. Okay. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. This is good. Break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. I think this ties in with some of these cards you have this month too. So that's a good message. Okay. Now, next I'm going to pick one from Nature's Whispers by Angela Hartfield with artwork by Josephine Wall. Okay, what's the message for Gemini for February 2019? Gemini. What's the message for Gemini for February 2019? Gemini. What's the message for Gemini for February 2019? And I'm going to give it one more shuffle and fan the cards out. What's the message for Gemini for February 2019? Let me fan these out. One card. They're so thick, it's hard to tell about one or two. I guess that is one. Okay. Okay, this one says breakthrough. Now that's number 8. So I'm going to look this one up. But let me show you the picture too. Is that underwater? I guess not. I see butterflies, so I guess it's not underwater. Yeah, there's clouds there. Oh, you can even see faces in the clouds in addition to this image here. Does she have like butterfly wings? I think so. It's just so gorgeous. Oh, wait. Okay. She's coming. Is she coming out of the water? It's like you really have to look closely. There's just so much to see in these. I love these images. Let me see if you see any better in the light. They're just gorgeous. Okay, let me look this one up. Number 8, breakthrough. Okay, let's see. Number 8. Next page. Okay, 8, breakthrough. Feel confident that things are falling into place. Just as a seedling breaking through the surface of the earth, you too are going to experience an emergence. The efforts of your hard work will become evident, and you will begin to see the difference all of that labor and time you have invested has made. Count your blessings. You are gifted with a creative touch and the ability to generate new and wonderful things. Take a moment to feel proud of yourself for all that you have accomplished. That's a wonderful message, and I feel like it does tie in with some of these good cards that you have this month, too. Great message. Okay, now last but not least, I'm going to pick one card from the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Okay, so what's the Archangel message for Gemini for February 2019? What's the message from the Archangels for Gemini for February 2019? Gemini, February 2019. What's the message from the Archangels for Gemini for February 2019? For Gemini for February 2019. Let me give it one more shuffle, and then I'll fan these out as well. Okay, let's fan these out. Okay, this one says Life Review. Archangel Jeremiah, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. That is really good advice for everybody. These cards are so beautiful. My lighting's different. This is a little brighter over here. Images are so pretty. Life Review, Archangel Jeremiah, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Great message. That's such good advice. That's really good advice for everybody. Okay. I'm not a Gemini, and I like that advice for myself. I just think it's good overall advice. Okay. All right, Geminis. Well, I hope you like your reading for February, and happy Valentine's Day to anyone who likes to celebrate Valentine's Day. I've been saying to everybody, which is the truth, I think it's kind of overrated. I think there's too much pressure placed on one day, and it's just, I don't know, it makes people who don't get a Valentine gift or go out to dinner or have a date or whatever, it makes you feel alone. And I don't know. I just think it's too complicated. They shouldn't put so much pressure on people over a day of the year, whatever day of the year it is. It doesn't even matter. It's just another day of the year. So, but if you're into it, happy Valentine's Day. I like it. I'd like to make some Valentine cookies or something, but I tend to think it's a bit over commercialized, or there's too much pressure placed on that day for a lot of people. Anyway, and Happy New Year. Let's all make 2019 a much better year than previous years, so we have a good jumping off place for 20. So I'm feeling good about 2020, even though I don't know what's going to be happening in the economy. That might not be the greatest, but I'm feeling that if you have the right frame of mind and your intentions are good and clear and you're living a good life and you're making your dreams, going after your dreams, that nothing can hold you back, so it doesn't matter what's going on in the economy. One way or another, you'll do well and you'll be happy if you're working at it and believing in it. So let's just really go to make 2019 a really good year and go forward from there. So, okay, well, thank you for watching my video. Be sure and check for your rising and moon signs, and feel free to leave your comments. I welcome your comments. And if you subscribe, then you'll get notification when I post new videos. And if anyone would like a private reading, my rates and contact info are listed below. Have a great February, Geminis. Thank you.